Yeah, I think it's safe to say that things did not work out for Unai Emery at Arsenal. Did not appear to have any kind of tactics, formation, plan, and a catchphrase that became an internet meme.
Good evening.
But though, Mikel Arteta, former Arsenal player and captain, is now in the hot seat with no managerial experience. How will he do at the club? Bit of a mixed start at the time of recording, a draw with Bournemouth away, a defeat to Chelsea at home in very harsh circumstances after being in front, and a win against Manchester United. But I'm sure you've all worked it out by now, this is a rebuild job, and in 3 seasons minimum we should do as much as we can to rectify and rebuild this fallen giant. This will be a bit of a longer one, it's something I've never done before either, but if you enjoy, please do like and subscribe, and let's get it. Right then, this team is mid-table in the Premier League. How does that happen then? I mean, I think it's quite clear, to be quite honest. The back line is just so bang average, isn't it? I mean, Tierney's decent. We all know that he can become a good player. Bellerin's alright. Socrates on his day is good. David Luiz, I mean, yeah, he's just David Luiz, isn't he? Decent midfield. Nothing absolutely amazing. Torreira, don't you worry, my son. I will play you in the right position, not as a number 10. And I think it's crucial that we get this man firing on all cylinders. Pepe, not really lived up to his price tag, has he? Uber, you're going to be crucial, of course. Laka, you're going to be crucial. Leno, another man. You and Uber have probably been carrying Arsenal this season. Xhaka, you scored a few screamers in your time. You've got a cool name, but you can't sweat your own fans. See you later, mate. Martinelli, I feel you could be quite a big part in this rebuild. I want to try and play as much as I can. I mean, this squad is not a team that should be 10th place in the Premier League. And that is right, I've skipped all the way to the point in which Arsenal are at in real life. Now, I'm recording this before the FA Cup third round game against Leeds United, but unless I could rig the game, it's impossible to make that fixture come true. So we'll just start for Crystal Palace, and of course I've had to replicate where Arsenal are in real life. I'm amazed I managed to get us bang on 10th. I mean, I'm not sure I've managed to do that. We'll play a bunch of games in each season, and the big games at the end of the season we shall play live. So then I think it's time. Let's rebuild the Arsenal. Now, of course, I do know full well that much bigger YouTubers than myself, such as Yared HD and Buffy Boy, both do rebuilds a lot on their channels. They're the ones that inspired me to do a rebuild like this, so shout out to them. But Pepe, over a free kick, couldn't quite deliver. Of course, one of the few good moments he's had in his Arsenal career so far, 2 free kicks in the Europa League. Tight game, but it was Ozil to get us a 1-0 win against Palace. But now then, for our first home game at the Emirates against Newcastle, surprisingly difficult. They had a lot of chances in the first half, as you can see here on camera. And of course, yeah, they took the lead in the second half. And we responded after that for sure. A good chance there. Lacazette went and got it. And I'm going to be completely honest, this next goal, yeah, it was unbelievably jammy, but we got a 2-1 win. And look who I've bought in the January transfer window. Manuel Akanji from Borussia Dortmund for around about 40 million, but it's definitely worth it. But we had Man United in the FA Cup, round of 16, simmed it and lost 2-0 unfortunately. Not the end of the world though, because this is our main objective this season, winning the Europa League. We went 1-0 up against PAOK through Ozil. Another good chance here. It's actually the round of 16 because we simulated the round of 32 against Elfsborg. Probably smashed them, to be quite honest. And it's quite a dead game. Got a 2-0 win through to the next round. Now for every Arsenal fan's worst nightmare though, Man City away. Probably Anfield is top. City domination, not much really happened, but we did step it up in the second half. Number of good chances. Pepe, I think that was, hitting the post. And Lacazette, would you believe it? 1-0. We got a win against Manchester City away. What an incredible 3 points that is. What a statement as well. Fantastic goal as well. But now though, for a European night at the Emirates, one of the most toughest games I've played for a long time. RB Leipzig. If you watch the Vice career mode, you will know that a certain player on this team is someone that tends to score against me quite a lot. Timo Werner, he had a goal offside there. And just to wind me up even more, Werner went and scored immediately after I had a goal offside. 1-0 to Leipzig. And then would you believe it? Yep, it actually happened. Another goal offside. This game is against me, I swear. They had their chances, but majority of the time we were on top in this game without a doubt. Just chance after chance. Look at all the highlights I'm putting in of all these goals. Like, it is unbelievable, genuinely. Another great save, to be fair, from their goalkeeper. But Lacazette gave us a bit of hope. We still needed a goal. It would be a disaster, an absolute disaster, if it went out of the Europa League, because we need to get to the Champions League. That makes more sense. Lacazette, though, he got the goal. We managed to turn it around. After a lot of frustration, we did it. We turned it around. And let's have a look at the goal again. Yep, let's just do it. Great goal. we're through to the next round, lads. And now for a trip to the San Siro, a very special occasion against a very special team. They're not the AC Milan of old, of course. They shouldn't even really be in Europe in FIFA right now because they're not in it in real life. But Lacazette put us 1-0 up. It was 1-1 on aggregate, by the way. There are quite a few chances, to be fair to Milan. And, you know, it was relatively straightforward, this game. Another very good chance here, straight to Donnarumma. And this was the second goal. Bit of a good build-up, long build-up as well. But it was Ozil to put us 2-0 up, 3-1 on the brink of the Europa League final, getting back into the Champions League. Ceballos just don't have a crack, you know. You do that sometimes on FIFA, you just go for it. He's never going to go in. Another good chance for Milan. That was enough to send us through to the final. Let's see who we face. Well, I'll definitely take that for sure. Arsenal against 1899 Hoffenheim. One game away from being back in the UEFA Champions League, not the UEFA Europa League. Finished 8th in the league after being 10th place, and really it's actually quite good because look at the gap between 10th and 9th and 8th. Quite a big one, so we've made that gap. Of course, we're going to play this one live. Up front, we've got Lacazette. The wings are Pepe and Aubameyang. We've also got Ozil, Ceballos and Torreira in midfield. Back line, Tierney, Akanji, Socrates captain, Bellerin, and Leno in goal. Come on then. As Ian Wright stands tall in that classic Arsenal kit, the one that is actually used to base the current Arsenal away kit. We're here, actually, though, at the Dortmund Arena. What the hell? Not the bloody Dortmund Arena. It's the Signal Iduna Park. What the hell am I on about? Frankfurt technically have a bit of an advantage here because they are in their home country, but, you know, it's still a neutral venue. Come on, lads. We're one game away. One game. Win this, and we can restore some dignity. Come on, lads. Bentancur. I'm not entirely sure who he is. Goes for goal. Good save from Leno. Tielemans. Please don't tell me that's the Tielemans of Leicester. Good start. Very good start for them. Poor for us. Aubameyang. Oh, yes, Laka. Ozil. Go on, Ozil. Oh, and he couldn't get a shot away. No, Tielemans. Let's see. It is the Tielemans of Leicester. What a strange signing that is. To be honest, it's someone I wouldn't mind signing at Arsenal here in this rebuild, but maybe in season 3. Pepe, keep the ball. Stay on side. Pepe, good save. Come on, lads. We're better than this. We're better than this. Not been a good start. Uber, keep it going, mate. Nice. Ozil. Heads it over. Pepe. Go on, mate. Go on, mate. Go on, mate. Go on, mate. Swing it in. Nice. Oh, it's the post again. Oh, yeah, Laka. Well and back, mate. Well and back. Oh, he kept it well. What the hell's this? Ozil, though. What was that? Well, there we go. Half time. Interesting first half. Very tight. I'd say Hoffenheim probably been slightly the better team. Pepe. Oh, good save again. We're getting closer. Tight game, this. Uber. Aubameyang. Come on, mate. Aubameyang! Come on! When we need him to step up, he does so. Always can count on Uber. He's their main man. He's their main man in real life. And he's there again. Come on, lads. Just hold on now. Let's kill it off. Tierney. Oh. Oh, the line. How close? Oh, no. Tielemans. What a chance. Some dignity is restored. Arsenal win the UEFA Europa League and are now back in the Champions League. Thanks to an Aubameyang goal. That was such a tight game, though. Credit to Hoffenheim. They gave it a real good go in that one. This journey's only just started. We've won the Europa League. We now want to try and conquer the Champions League, maybe. Be a tough test. It really, really will. But Socrates lifts up the UEFA Europa League. I think there's many signings to come in Season 2. Midfielder, probably another centre-back. Maybe a winger. Not sure about that yet, but we'll see. We will see. Let's get into it. Season 2. Let's get it underway. Oh, but look what I've done here. Little bit of a cheeky move this from me. Cancelled his loan. Brought him in while he still had the money from this season. For 37.2 million. Be worth it. Danny Ceballos is coming back next season. That's a nice sight to see. Wilfred Ndidi has signed for Arsenal for 33.5 million. That is just what we needed, a player like him. We've really worked some magic here. Oh my goodness. Yes, it's unrealistic, but we needed someone like him. Stefan de Vrij from Inter Milan for 50 million on the dot. That is a huge bit of business. Things that Arsenal fans would love to see right now. Danny Ceballos signing on a permanent deal. Stefan de Vrij is now in from Inter Milan, 85 overall, 28 years old. but it'll be worth it, without a doubt. And they've got Wilfred and Ndidi on the bench as well. I mean, what a player to put on the bench. Probably should get another cam, to be honest, but we don't really have enough money. I have 12 million left. I've changed the formation to a false 9 so Aubameyang can play further forward. It does mean, though, that Ozil has to be in midfield, but I think he can do a job there. Alright then, let's get going with Season 2. And actually, we have made one more signing, and apparently Maddison plays for Lazio. Voden transfer, I know, but it's a player we needed. James Maddison for about 30 million quid. So then, as I could not play the real life fixture, we're now going to play it. Now Leeds are in the Premier League, and Maddison, on his debut, with a fantastic goal from close range, was quite straightforward really, and it was, as you probably would expect, quite straightforward. Leeds did have a few chances, but really it was just domination. Pepe had a goal here, I think. Yes, it was a goal from Pepe. Another chance coming up here. I think it actually was a goal. And yeah, it was from Aubameyang, as always. Leeds, though, did get a goal back. Credit to them. Probably was deserved. We've got a 4-1 win. But this is what Arsenal fans have been wanting to see for a very long time. Champions League football back at the Emirates, Inter Milan. And surprisingly, this was really quite easy. Lacazette 1-0 quite early on. A good chance here for Nainggolan. Fantastic player as well from Inter Milan. Another good chance there. And then, in fact, yeah, that was the goal. I actually forgot that was a goal. Aubameyang made it 3. Fantastic result. Brilliant result. Ooh, North London derby time. Not really that exciting, to be quite honest. It was beyond dead. Like, goalless for most of it. Uber very nearly scored from a free kick. And you know, it's 3 for 20. That would have been something quite special. Very last minute, I thought I'd go all out attack. Lacazette had hardly any pace about him. We did well, really, to hold off. Sanchez, I think that is, went for the shot, and this was just chaos. Like, what is going on there? Now then, for the FA Cup, the trophy that Arsenal have won the most in their history. 13 titles. And this goal, I'll let you know it's a goal, only just went in off the crossbar. When I shot it, I did not think it would, but it did. And then Jordan Henderson, of all people, ended up scoring for Liverpool. 1-1, and then with a matter of moments, they were in front. Bobby Firmino getting them a goal. We did get some hope back in the second half, though, coming up here. Another very good goal from Ozil. But then Salah out of nowhere went and got it. And Liverpool win 3-2 out of the cup, unfortunately. And a quick update on the league. It's not going well. 6th place, 10 points off the top 4. It's not good enough, lads. But don't ask me how, because I really don't know. But we've managed to make the League Cup final against Chelsea. Played no games at all, so it's just pot luck that we managed to get here. Ozil put us 1-0 after 7 minutes. This was surprisingly comfortable, bit like Inter Milan, really. Pepe put us 2-0 up, and I really was quite surprised by Chelsea, because it was this easy. Aubameyang then put us 2-0 up. They had a few good chances in the second half, but it really did die out completely in the second half, in all honesty. But that is it. We get our second major trophy of the rebuild. Nothing amazing or glamorous, but, you know, it's a trophy. Aubameyang lifts up the League Cup trophy, and, yeah, brilliant achievement. But now for a Champions League quarter-final against Atletico Madrid, a huge game, massive test of our ability. And I will be honest, I would have played more games than this, but I accidentally simmed past all of our group, and I simmed Valencia in the round of 16, so sorry about that. But Rashford, yes, Marcus Rashford, that is, put Atletico 1-0. Quite a weird transfer, that, and I think you can probably work out where this is going. We did get knocked out of the Champions League. Unfortunately, only 2 games to show you in this competition, but there's always next season, probably our final chance to do so. But to make up for the lack of Champions League and Cup finals at the end of the season, because we're in literally none of them, we'll play 2 more games in the Premier League, this one against Leicester City. And they were actually 15th in the league, believe it or not. I thought they would be a lot higher. But then again, we did take 2 of their best players, you know, Ndidi and Maddison, so that isn't really going to help. But Lacazette, as you saw there, put us 1-0 up, so not bad at all. Probably should have been more than 1-0, but we got a narrow 1-0 win, a very important win against Leicester. Now for Wolves, the final game we're going to play, the most deadest game, even worse than Spurs, and this actually had goals in it. I'm amazed by that, to be honest. We did get another goal here, and Wolves do actually go and get another one, but yeah, it's just nothing happened. Let's check up, though, on where we finished in the league table. Wow, okay then, we've only just scraped into the top 4 by a point, which is not that bad, saying we were 10 points behind the top 4 at 1 point in 6, so yeah, it's not really what we wanted, was it? But 4th place, we are going to be in the Champions League again next season. City, Liverpool and Spurs finishing above us. Won the League Cup, decent run in the Champions League, but other than that, really quite average this season. But anyway, let's just roll on with the 3rd and final season, and hopefully it'll be a little bit better than this one. Hold up, wait a minute, what's going on here then? 198 million in the bank, and we could very well achieve our goals with that money. They want us to win the Prem and reach the Champions League final. Massive, massive expectations there. To do that, we signed Rafael Guerreiro from Inter Milan. Very good signing. I've used him a lot in FIFA. I trust him. But my God, we've only spent 75 million. It's not even that, like in the hundreds. Kai Havertz is here from Bayer Leverkusen, one of the best young players in the world right now. We've got such a good-looking team now, but I think there's one man that is going to have to be dropped out, and it is a sad, sad moment. Look away now, Arsenal fans. Mesut, you're fantastic, but I think your time's come. That's right, we sold him to Real Madrid for 23 million. Could have got more, but we'll see you later, Mesut. Enjoy yourself. I think this team is good enough to at least compete in all the major competitions, and one of the other reasons why I signed Kai Havertz is he can also play on the wings, which is really, really useful. But let's get on now with the third and final season. So then, first game of the season against Man United at home. Not an easy or ideal opponent. Leno with a bit of a madness there. I don't even know what it was, to be honest. Lacazette put us 1-0 up after 18 minutes. Kai Havertz made quite a big difference straight away. Unfortunately, though, the goal coming up, we do actually get a second, but you didn't even get to see it because I lost the footage to it. So, you know, high quality professionalism on this channel, as always. But they did manage to get a goal back, but luckily that was all it was, just a consolation. But though, now time for Leverkusen in the Champions League. If you want to go and watch a Leverkusen or Arsenal career mode, go and check out Mackwell. He's recently done career modes with both them teams. Quality like, quality YouTuber, I'm sure he'd appreciate it. We did go 1-0 down though there through Leo Bailey, believe it or not. It was short-lived luckily. Pepe managed to equalise, and surprisingly, this was a really tough game. They gave us a real good go. So credit to Leverkusen, another shot there. Leno, of course, against his former side. Again, another shot. But luckily, Nicolas Pepe stepped up, which is what he's doing a lot in this series. And this was quite harsh, to be quite fair. This was Kai Havertz against his old side. What a way to get your second goal. Now, though, for the Blades. Sheffield United doing wonders under Chris Wilder in real life. Kai Havertz, though, put us 1-0 up early on. And yes, I have changed his number to number 7 from 10. So Madison can have his actual number. That was just winding me up, that was. And we were mainly on top in this game. It was quite comfortable. Henderson with a terrible mistake. Passed it straight to Pepe. And yeah, you're asking for it if you're going to do that. We had another goal coming up here, really. And yeah, was it a goal, was it? Yeah, it was Pepe. Really quite straightforward. And there we go. Back to Champions League action. PSV. And again, even though we had quite an easy group, we had Lokomotiv Moscow in our group as well. Quite a tricky game. Look, Torreira there just saw put us in front. And then this was just like banter, just comedy. Like, what the bloody hell am I witnessing? What just happened? 1-1 against PSV there. But luckily, we managed to bounce back very quickly. Who was that? I think that was Havertz. Yeah, it was Havertz. I don't know why I questioned that. We had another good chance here. In fact, yeah, it was a goal. How do I not remember this? I've literally just made it. But anyway, we went 4-1 up and quite a comfortable win in the end against PSV. But now to the Cottage to face Fulham. Craven Cottage, and yeah, let's just not talk about this goal. Let's just move on really, really fast. Luckily, we managed to immediately rectify it. And we managed to get a goal back. And then Kai Havertz. Let's just take a moment to appreciate this man. He is one of the best players I have used in FIFA, I'd say. I know I've probably would have said that, but he's unreal. Like, yeah, we turned it around. He scored a hat-trick. Lacazette also got one, and it was really as comfortable as it could get in the end. But now, though, for Liverpool in the Champions League quarterfinals, 2-1 to Pool on aggregate. Of course, this is the stage we went out last year. Yep, we conceded within 5 minutes, less than that. I mean, yeah, if even Havertz can't score, that says a lot. We now need 3 goals instead of just 2. An already hard task made even harder. Uber managed to get a goal back here. It wasn't the best goal, but right now, I did not care. And I was getting quite animated playing this game. We managed to get a goal back here, and I thought, yes, oh my God, Arsenal are not going to bottle it. They're actually going to do it. But then in a classic Arsenal style, they threw it away, and then Liverpool go and score. And that meant that we're back to square one again, and we had to go and score another 2 goals. And we went out the Champions League. Yeah. Lovely stuff. We can no longer win the Champions League quite clearly, and even the Premier League looks a little bit of a way off, with 6 points off Pool with 4 games left. We can still save our season though. We've got Watford in the FA Cup semi-finals, and potentially maybe getting some revenge on Liverpool if we do get there. And yeah, of course, our manager rating took quite a big hit from getting knocked out Europe, obviously. Come on, lads! Watford at Wembley. Surely, this has to be a winnable game. We've got to be the favourites. You'd think so. You have to be the favourites. Arsenal are cursed. No doubt about it. Luckily though, we bounced back very quickly and Pepe ended up equalising. Was that even Pepe? I think it was. I don't have a clue. This definitely was Pepe though. Luckily, we managed to turn it around before, well, just over half an hour. And credit to Watford. They gave this a real good go. There's not a huge amount of highlights of their chances, but they made it very difficult for us to attack. Ceballos there very nearly scoring. A good chance there for Watford. Gone begging. Pepe very nearly scored a free kick. But luckily, we went through. And let's see if we could have maybe have won the Premier League title. We've achieved a lot in this rebuild, but there's one thing we could not do, and that was win the Premier League. Unfortunately, we were 6 points off Liverpool. We could get some own back on them in one way. They knocked us out the Champions League as well, so even more of a reason to beat them in the FA Cup final, to win the FA Cup and get at least one bit of major silverware at the end of this third and final season of this Arsenal rebuild. Now, I was hoping to play the Champions League and FA Cup final at the end of this season, or maybe play this game to hopefully try and win the Premier League, but we can't do that, so we'll just simulate this one straight off quickly, shall we? First team out there, of course, Everton away. Doesn't really matter if we win or not, because we're not going to get the title. We drew 1-1 anyway. Lacazette getting our goal. But though, this rebuild has actually gone quite well, really, hasn't it? Because we've won the Europa League, we've actually won the Super Cup, you never actually got to see us lift it. The League Cup. And we've had 2 decent runs in the Champions League, only being knocked out by 2 world-class sides in Atletico and the team we're about to play. But we could still win the trophy that Arsenal always seem to win, and that is the FA Cup. It's not the way we wanted to end this rebuild, but it's going to be the way. Let's hopefully end it on a high. We were without Torreira and Maddison for the Champions League game against Liverpool, and it's going to be the same here. Let's just hopefully try and win this time. Come on then, lads. We can save our season. Not in the way we wanted to. We wanted to win or get close to winning the Champions League. We were so close to getting the Premier League title, but we could not quite get there. But we could get the FA Cup. Let's get it, lads. So then our team, Leno in goal, of course. Ivrai, what a centre-back he's been forced. Akanji Tierney up to an 85 overall. Indeed, he's getting a start. We've got Havertz, who's been unreal. Amazing. Pepe, Lacazette, Aubameyang still up front. Maddison. He can't even start, just shows what a good side we've got. As for Liverpool's side, then Alisson, Semedo, okay, interesting. Jimenez, Van Dijk still there, Robertson, Partey, Arthur, okay. Still got that front three. Very tough team. Come on then, lads. Let's do it. Let's go and get some revenge on Liverpool. Hi, Kai Havertz. Havertz. Oh. Couldn't quite pull the trigger. Ceballos is away. Danny Ceballos, I'm going to square it. Come on. Lacazette there! Come on, mate! Lacazette. Not been really at his best in real life, has he? I think it's fair to say. But he's been on brilliant form for us in this rebuild. Really has. I'd say him and Havertz, well, basically the whole front line, have been crucial. Kai Havertz puts us in front, and I'm sure you probably didn't even get to see that goal because for like the 3rd time in this rebuild, I've not got the footage to one of the goals. Because my system of recording gameplay is rather interesting, to say the least. But this is the goal. Havertz with a very nice curling shot with his weak foot, or the outside of his foot. That's probably a better way to put it. Havertz 2-0, and we're heading, hopefully, for our major trophy. FA Cup, of course. If you're new and you think I've lost the footage again, watch a video I did about 3 months ago. That will explain why it's me holding an Elgato in the air, okay? Mane. No, I want to see Liverpool could get back in it. First real chance, I'd say, for them. Leno. Collects well, mate. Well done. Salah. Goes for it. Good save. Come on. And there we go. Half time. 2-0. 45 minutes away from the FA Cup. Nice. Pepe. We've surely got this. We've got this. We've got this. We've got it sealed. We've got our name on the trophy. It's got to be ours now. I don't know about you, but sometimes on FIFA, this is like one team that you just play crap against. And then, out of nowhere, you just go and batter them. I'm sure you must have done it before. Like, watch the Forest career mode. You saw I had a really good record against Chelsea for like the first 3 games we played against them. And now we haven't won for 4 straight games. So, I don't know. That's just sums it up really, doesn't it? If we had got to the final, we would have faced Barcelona anyway. So, yeah, that would have been quite tricky. Even harder than Liverpool. Havertz. Go on. Good save from Alisson. Saying that we are 3-0 up. Alisson's made some good saves. Alright then. Bit late, but I'll make some changes. Martinelli coming on for Uber. Guerrero on for Tierney. and Maddison on for Havertz. There we go then, not the way we really wanted to end this rebuild. Ideally with a Champions League or Premier League trophy, but could not quite do that. Maybe it's just a curse. Maybe Arsenal are just cursed and they can't win the Champions League or the Premier League. But one thing we have definitely done is we've restored a lot of dignity to this side. We've got them challenging again. We've built a stunning side. Could be made even better, I suppose, but still a very, very impressive looking team. 4 major titles ain't bad. Really ain't bad. It's much better than what Arsenal are doing right now. But Stefan de Vrij, I don't really know why he's lifting it, lifts up the FA Cup. We do get a major trophy to end it, which is exactly what we wanted to do. And we got some revenge on Liverpool for the way they knocked us out the Champions League in our own backyard as well. What a fantastic journey, and it ends with an FA Cup, Arsenal's 14th title in their history. But that is where we're going to end this Arsenal rebuild. I've absolutely loved making this, recording it and everything about it. It's been much more enjoyable than I thought it would be, and I'm definitely up for doing more rebuilds in the future. So let me know in the comments below any other teams I should do this with. Really do hope you enjoyed, and if you're an Arsenal fan watching this, I really do hope that this cheered you up a little bit, because it must be quite sad for you right now. Only, hopefully, the future is bright under Mikel Arteta. 4 major titles, sorted out their defence. Well, I say 4, it's actually 3 major titles, because you can't really count Super Cup, can you? But 3 major titles, technically. But anyway, I'm Robertson Elm. That is it for this video. If you've enjoyed, of course, please do like and subscribe. And I shall see you next time.